Nini everyone, Zabora here. So this is part 2 to my Tarot versus Oracle video. I really didn't think I was going to make this until I started chatting with a couple of you guys and some points were made. One of my commenters said that, I think it was Moonstone Gem or Moonlight. I'm so sorry if I screwed up your name. Um, they had said that tarot kind of has a little bit more to go off of versus oracles, and that's kind of true a little bit because tarot has a very established tradition for a very long time, whereas like oracle cards, they're just a set and it could be invented tomorrow or invented 30 years ago. It's just a system. It's its own system with its own rules. Now, that's not to say that you cannot read tarot like an oracle. You certainly can. There are oracle decks out there that are just the major arcana, which is the first half of the tarot book, the tarot cards. That is like what you would consider major events, kind of big picture sort of things. And you can read those as an oracle by themselves, but they are not tarot. It is not a tarot spread you're reading. It is not tarot cards you're reading, even though they are tarot cards. It's just my opinion, they're oracle cards. So, when it comes to tarot and oracle, they're both cardomancy, which is divination with cards and stuff. So, just different way of looking at it, I guess. But with like oracle decks here, one of the reasons I actually kind of stopped using my oracle deck is they're very big on cultural appropriation. Like these, for me myself, for someone who says cultural appropriation is kind of just a silly thing that's getting out of control, but I also advocate being respectful to cultures. These are a little bit of very cultural appropriation, so I actually kind of stopped using these, but I love these for so long, and I've used them for so long, and I've had them so long. This is actually my second set here, that like I still identify with some of the messages, like say lizard here. My husband, he's got lizard energy, and lizard energy, they're dreamers. Lizard energy is about that place as witches we go to, and it's before our will is made manifested. It's that point before spell work, where you're contemplating all of the outcomes, everything that goes into it, and you're getting ready to manifest your workings. That is lizard energy, okay? They are the dreamers, and they can see everything. They can see the things that are following you and that are behind you, and they could be your fears or the things that's holding you back. That's lizard energy, okay? And I've always kind of been a big advocate of, it's never really about the tool, it's about the message you get. So like when I had that tarot reading from Ray's, who's now known as Severed Head, he used tarot cards, but the way he approached it was pure intuition. He did say that I have no, like, I go off of pure feeling. He flips the cards over like this and he touches them, and he gets his reading, and it's really accurate. It's a really powerful thing. I felt really moved by it. I even cried during it and stuff. So it's I would suggest going and getting a reading by him, but that's not a tarot reading, despite him using tarot cards. It's an oracle reading because he's approaching it as a purely intuitive kind of setting. And this is another one of the cards. This is Wolf here. See, these cards are so beautiful. I do love them. Wolf is one of my medicines. Wolf is teacher. Wolf is the path blazer, the trailblazer, the pathfinder. That's Wolf. They're the teachers. They're the ones that share their knowledge, and hello, YouTube. That's what I'm doing here, right? This is another one of my cards. This is Dog. This is loyalty. You know, dogs are always loyal. And another one of mine, this is hawk, this is messenger, specifically messenger to the other side, and occultic type practices. So, even though these cards, like, they're very cultural appropriation, like I said, I still really enjoy them and their messages and their meanings. Their meanings that were put into it. It's still a good system in itself, even if you can, like, look over the whole it's out to make a buck at the expense of a specific people, which one of the reasons why I kind of stopped using it. I don't really remember what tribe these medicines were based off of, but let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Teachings of the Wolf Clan and the Children of Mother Earth. You know, that just doesn't really say anything. The authors are David Carson and Jamie Sams. Medicine cards. So I don't know. That's kind of one of the reasons I just kind of stopped doing it. But the spreads and stuff, like, I really identify with them. Like this one here, the 9 totem animals spread here. This has to do with the different energies that you carry, and this is kind of similar to, like, astrological type of working, because this is only a spread that you do once, and it'll tell you some of the energies that you carry, like for me, dog or hawk, or let's see here, like wolf. Okay, wolf is my north totem animal, or my north energy that I carry with me, my north animal energy that I carry with me. And north actually is the position of the teacher. So to have the teaching card in the teaching position just really amplifies my position. I should say my ego, but you know. Anyway, yeah, I really do enjoy this. This does speak to me on a certain level. But I did, like I said, stop kind of using it just because of the whole cultural appropriation. It's pretty thick here, you know. The medicine wheel spread. It's like, okay, do you know what tribe specifically use medicine wheels? No? Then you're being a disrespectful asshole. Put the fucking book down. Stop using the system, you know. But I do enjoy it. These did come with blank cards, so the author did say, you know, if you feel the need to, you can include any kind of animals that we haven't mentioned, which just, you know, really stems from cultural appropriation. And there's like a ton of them. You can include mythical creatures if you wanted to, and stuff like that, but I just never, I was just like, it's too much as is, you know. But I do really enjoy this system, and while I haven't really used it in a while, just because I felt so at home using the playing cards, which is just, you know, your standard deck of playing cards like you would play Go Fish with. I've been so into using that. Actually, I don't have yes I do, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I thought I had lent this book to my student, but I guess I got it back. So this one here, this is the book that I had picked up, A Deck of Spell, Hoodoo Playing Card Magic in Rootwork and Conjure by Professor Charles Porterfield. And there's several different methods of interpreting the cards, and then I learned a method from an elder, and then there's even a method in here for developing your own system. So I've been having so much fun with these as my oracle cards. I have stayed away from these ones, and then on top of it, you know, tarot are kind of my thing when it comes to cardomancy. I really enjoy tarot cards, so that's the system that I use. That's why I have so many of them. Now, I was on Drea's channel, and we were talking about the different cards and stuff that we have, and she found out that like 3 of the decks she has are all by the same guy, and I actually have a deck by him too. His name is Cairo. I want to say it's like, God, I'm going to butcher it. It's like Medici, or I don't know. Anyway, I will pull them out here because she didn't have this deck, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get you this deck so we can complete your set now. Now mine are lovingly used, but he does use the same bright colors and concepts. This is Knight of Pentacles, more Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. The Lovers. See, he still uses it. Still has this cosmic feel. And then here's the back. This is the same guy. It's the Cairo Medici. I will put it down below. I'm not even going to keep trying to say it. Here's the King of Swords. But I told you I would show you this deck. So, and I really enjoy these ones here because you see the green jewels and stuff. You can it automatically tells you like what element it's linked with. So the green is obviously earth. The red is fire. Believe it or not, wands are fire, despite them being, you know, to me linked with air. And then like here we have the moon card, which has got a little bit of a steampunky feel. And let me just, whoops, my little tulpa, come back. Okay, here we go. It's also got a wee bit of, some of the cards have an Egyptian-y feel, like the Chariot does. So this is the moon, and then up here, instead of the color, or the element, you have the Roman numeral for what the card is. The Magician. Now that's something else that you'll see in tarot is the symbolism. Like the moon, there's always a moon in the moon card. With the magician is always manipulating the four elements, or they should be, to be like a standard Rider-Waite deck. The King of Swords is always positioned in such a way and on a throne, and there's always elements about him, or there should be, you know. Hierophant, okay, that's like a priest, and then the card should reflect a priestly like state. So those can act as triggers for you. Wow, this kind of turned into a tip video. Those can act as triggers and stuff like that when you're learning to read tarot and whatnot. So yeah, part 2, woohoo! This is actually a pretty long part 2. So that's it for tonight, guys. Synapti.